ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं श्रीं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आविश्यतां नो मतिरप्यैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 45, verse number 13. In the previous class we read how Krishna, after killing Kamsa and all his brothers and making arrangements for his cremation, then he went and met his parents and he submitted to them that how he was not able to serve them and give them the pleasure of his childhood. And then the parents took him into their lap and very affectionately they showered tears of joy, spoke to him. And after that he approached Ugrasena, father of Kamsa, and made him the king. So this sloka number 13 also speaks about that. Aha chasman maharaja prajaschagyapitum arhasi yati shapad yadubhir nasitavyam nipasane. So he told him that, O Maharaj, king, means you're already king, so you should order us. We are your subjects. Praja cha agyaptum arhasi. So we are your subjects, you are our master, so you can order us. And because we are cursed by Ayati, so therefore we are not fit to sit on the throne of the king. Nipasane asitavyam na arhami. So this story is there. Ayati, he had 5 sons. Yadu was one of them. He had 2 wives, Sarmishta and Devyani. 2 sons from... So 2 sons from Devyani and 3 from Sarmishta. All this Anu, Drohiyo, Yadu. So when he was cursed by Shukracharya to become old, then he felt very sad because he was still young. And Shukracharya told him that he will become old because he was producing children in Sarmishta, who was daughter of Vrishparva, the king of the Asuras. So then he asked Shukracharya that, please don't curse like this, I am also husband of your daughter. Your daughter is still young and I will be old. So he said, okay, you can exchange your old age with any one of your sons. So then he asked his sons one by one, and they all refused except one. So Yadu was also there. Yadu also refused. So then each one was cursed by Ayati. Ayati said that you will never become king. In your dynasty, no one will ever become king. So that's what he is referring to. Ayati shapad yadubhir nashitavyam nipasane. Otherwise, he can ask that, why don't you become the king? Why is that you want to make me the king? So he is giving the logic. So this is greatness of Krishna, that he was not after power. Generally, you kill a king and you usurp the position of the king. He did not do that, but he put his father on the throne. So commentary says, Bhagavans tvameva nripo bhava tvameva asman agyapayati ma vadaitya. So he said, please, you be our king and you order us. And then Yati said, don't say like this. Why are you saying? Or rather, says that Ugrasen told him that you become Krishna, you become the king and you order us. So then Krishna says, no, don't say this, Yati Shapat, because we have curse of Yati. Tavatu yadavatvepi madagya nasti dosheti bhava. But now the question can be raised that Ugrasen is also Yadava. They are all coming from Yadava only. All these Andhak, Vrishni, Kukkar, Bhoja, they are all coming in the same line. So why is that Ugrasen can become and Krishna cannot become? So he says, you can become because I am saying it. I can remove the curse. So if he can remove Ugrasena's curse, he can also remove it on himself. That he did not say. So Mai Bhritya Upasine Bhavato Vibhudadayaha Balim Haranti Avnataha Kimutanyena Radhipaha. And he says that I will become king, but I am not very powerful. And some other people will come and attack me, then what will happen? Because Ugrasena is not known for his valor or anything, although his name is Ugrasena. Ugrasena means Ugrasena, yes, who has a fearsome army. But there is no mention that he ever fought any war. So if the king is not very strong, is weak, then somebody will come and overthrow him. So Krishna assures him that don't worry, I am there. No one will dare to touch you. And if somebody attacks, I will take care. So Mai Bhritya Upasine Bhavata Vibhadade. I am your servant. And if you have a servant like me, then you should have absolutely no fear. Look, I killed your son. Who was very powerful. He has put you in prison. I killed him. So who will dare to touch you now? Once they know that I am in your support, then they will not do anything. So Mai Bhritya Upasine. Says what to speak of human beings, even the devas will bring offering to you, bow down to you. So Vibhudadaya Balim Haranti Avnata Kimuta Anyena. What to speak of other kings on the planet Earth, human beings, they will all bow down to you because I am your supporter. So don't have any anxiety about that. So if Ugrasena says, Mama Tadrishi Shaktir Nasti Chet Tatraha. So if Ugrasena said that I don't have any power like this, so then he says, Mai Bhritye Tatrapi Upasine Tad Upasana Kuru. So not only that I am your servant, but I am Upasina. Upasina means I will be worshipping you. So you have no fear from anybody. And it's true. Whenever Jarasandha is attacked, Krishna took care of him. Sarvan swan gyati sambandhan digbhay kams bhayakulan yadu vrishniandhak madhu dashar kukkuradikan sabhajitan samasvashya videshavasa karshitan navashayata svagehesu vittahi santarpya vishvakrit. So what did he do? That he recalled all the relatives and friends who had gone in different directions because of the fear of Kamsa. Because Kamsa, he was very ferocious and cruel. So anybody who would not favor him or not listen to him, and he will trouble him. So therefore many Yadavas, they left out of fear of him in different directions. So he gives the list. These are all Yadavas, Yadus, Vrishnis, Andhakas, Madhus, Dasharaha and Kukkura. So they all of them had gone in different directions. So he called all of them with great respect, Sabhajitan, and also Samasvasya. He also won their confidence, consoled them that don't worry, there is no more fear from anybody, because Kamsa is dead, his brothers are dead, so who is there now? And his father is the king. And father was not in favor of Kamsa anyway, that's why he had put him in the prison. So please come. So Videsha Avasa Karshitam, they were all troubled because of living in the foreign lands, not much facility, not having good food. So he says, come back. So nevasayat svageheshu vittai santarpya vishvakrit. So he again settled them in their respective houses wherever they had gone. So because they had their homes, so come back, and he also gave them wealth, vittai santarpya. He satisfied them with wealth. Why? Because he is a Vishvakrit. He is the creator of the universe, so he has no lack of wealth. So he gave. So you see, this is, if you see from Niti point of view, and this was a good Niti. If he would have become the king, then definitely there would have been some people who will turn against him, that why is he becoming the king? Not that everybody would remain in favor. But when he did not become the king, no one can be against him. Rather, everybody will appreciate that he is not after power. But he remained in power. And then he calls everybody with great respect and honor. So now they will be favorable to him. So nobody is going to revolt against him. He is Bhagwan, that is true, but he is also showing the practical, statecraft, niti, that this is how one should behave in society. So then there is no cause of any conflict. So he did not flaunt his ahankara, that look how great I am and everybody should come under my authority, I will be the ruler. He did not do that. And yet he remained the authority. So he was authority without claiming it. He was authority, not that he forced it on the head of the people, but because of their respect for him. They respected him naturally now. Although he is the youngest, he is only 11-year-old. He has not even gone to school yet. Right? Now he is going to take admission in the school. Before that only, he is already established himself. So this is, we have to learn it from him. So one is demand authority and other is command authority. So he did not demand it, but he commanded it. So this is called Niti, Krishna Niti. So then they all came. Krishna Sankarshana Bhujair Gupta Labdhamano Rathaha Grihe Sure Mire Siddha Krishna Rama Gatajvaraha. So all these people, they came back, and naturally they are happy to be back in their city, their place, their houses. If you are displaced from your house, your city, then you are always waiting to come back. So they came back and they were happy. So Labdha Manoratha, their wishes were fulfilled. And they were being protected by the powerful arms of Krishna and Balram. Therefore they enjoyed in their houses, being free from all troubles. Krishna Rama Gatajvara. So all the problems were dispelled by Krishna and Balram. Because later on, whatever trouble came from mainly Jarasandha, so Krishna and Balram took care of that. Vikshantoraha Prita Mukunda Vadanambujam Nityam Pramuditam Shrimat Sadaya Smita Vikshanam. So Yadavas were very pleased, and every day they saw Krishna's beautiful lotus smiling face full of compassion. Sadaya Smita Vikshanam. So they got the opportunity, Nityam Pramuditam. Every day they saw Krishna's happy, joyous, smiling face, and thus they were relishing their life. Ramire. So there is no commentary in this. So then he says, Tatra pravayasopi asan yuvanovati balaujasaha pibanto akshair mukundasya mukhambuja sudhammo. So there in Mathura, even the old people became young. People are always looking for some elixir, some tonic, right, by eating which you become young. So they got the tonic of nectar in the form of Krishna's face, Mukhambuja Sudham, and they drank this nectar with their eyes. Pibanto Akshair Mukundas. So this is the benefit they had besides Krishna's presence, their protection. And they all became young. So because that is the quality of love. Love makes even old person young. So Krishna was love personified. Everybody loved him, he loved them. So they were happy. Life came to them. So this is one part of the story. Now the other part of the story is, in the meantime, what happened to the Brajvasis, Nanda Maharaj. So he now goes to Nanda Maharaj. So obviously this happened within 1 or 2 days, going to Nanda Maharaj, but what has been described must have taken many days. So he's changing the focus on Nanda Maharaj. Therefore says, Atha Nandam Samasadya Bhagavan Devaki Sutah Sankarshanascha Rajendra Parisajvaida Mochatu. So thereafter, son of Devaki, Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Balram, they came near to Nanda Maharaj and they embraced him and spoke as follows. So now you will see the real Niti. How he is going to send back Nanda Maharaj to Vraj. Because Nanda Maharaj did not come with this thought that he is taking Krishna and Balram to Mathura and he is going to leave them there and come back by himself. He never thought like that. Because he thought that he's been invited to participate in the wrestling match, see the festival, and after the festival is over, this Dhanush Yagya, then they will come back. So he came for a picnic, but he did not know that this picnic is going to cost him Krishna and Balram. But the amazing thing is that how Krishna will convince him to leave, because Nanda Maharaj does not know that Krishna is Vasudev's son. He does not know this. For him, Krishna is his son and Balram is Vasudev's son. So Balram can stay at most. He would like Balram also to come, but he would not like that he leave his son there. How is this possible? And son whom he loves more than his life, whom he attained in old age. So how can he leave him there? And how can Krishna do this to him? Krishna loved all Vrajvasis, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, how is that he, what to speak of the gopis, how is that he is now changed suddenly and he will not go back? This is most amazing. If you actually think, even from a material point of view, that you are living with your parents and then you go and you never come back and you send your father away. How is, and it is sometimes can happen in modern days, people are waiting when they turn 18 so that they can leave the parents and go, right? Go on a bicycle on world tour. But not somebody who is living with parents and they love each other so much that they don't eat without Krishna, they don't do anything without him. And now Krishna just turns his face and goes to Mathura and sends them back. So this needs some deliberation. So therefore he explains this here. He says, Bahu divasiya katham kathitva kamsa vadha divasasya paredyavi kasyānshit ati mukhyaya duradhigam arthaya kathaya kathanarambha bodhanaya atha shabda. So he says that what he described above, doing the cremation of Kamsa, solace, giving solace to the wives, then meeting the parents, and then making Ugrasena as king, etc., calling all the Yadavas back to Mathura. He says this took many days. This did not happen in one day. So after describing the story which happened few days, now he comes back to the story of the same day, the day he killed Kamsa. So we read earlier that after killing of Kamsa, Krishna was busy there, and then Nanda Maharaj, then he went inside, and Nanda Maharaj thought that he has been invited to have lunch, and he went back to his own place. So now by the whatever 1-2 hour, he goes back same day. No, it says paredyavi, it is next day. Kansvadha divsasya paredyavi, it is the next step he goes. Kasyānshit ati mukhyaya, he says this is a very important incident and very difficult to understand. Duradhigam arthaya kathaya. So he is going to now describe something which is very difficult to understand, that how Krishna did something like this. So because he is going to start a new topic, therefore he uses the word atha. So he is commenting on the word atha. Why the word atha? Because atha is used when there is a new topic or change of topic. So nandam samyag asadya iti tatputratva abhimana vatvenaiva ityartha. So nandam samasadya, he says approaching Nanda means coming to him with the ego that they are his sons. So with him they are not coming that we are Yadavas, we are this, we are that, nothing like that. They are coming there just as in the same mood as they were in Braja. So then why is he calling him as Devaki Sutta? So Devaki Sutta iti Devaki Sutat abhimanam api guhan ityartha. That although he is son of Devaki, and he spoke to them like that, because he knows that he is born from Devaki. That's why he was saying that he did not get the pleasure of having us as your children. So he is hiding this mood. That is the intention of calling him as Devaki Sutta. That although he is son of Devaki, but he is not acting like Devaki Sutta. Bhagavan iti ubhayoho samadhatrim Swiyam Ashvara Shaktimeva Ashritya Ityat. And he is called also Bhagwan here. What is the need to call him Bhagwan when he is going to meet Nanda Maharaj? So he says he is being called Bhagwan here because now he has to do something for which he needs some Ashwarya. So Swiyam Ashwarya Shakti Meva Ashritya. So this is to show, means if he remains only in his Madhurya Bhav, then he cannot do this. So he has to manifest some of his Ashwarya mood, not to him, but within himself, so that he can send him back to Vraja. Sankarshanascha iti, and Balram is called Sankarshan here. Why? Yadunam aprithik bhavat Sankarshanam upashanti apiti. So he is called Sankarshan because when Gargacharya came to do the name giving ceremony to Krishna and Balram, so then he said that this boy will be called Sankarshan. Why? Because he will have aprithak bhav among Yadus. He is in Vraja, but he will also treat the Yadavas as his own. Means he is pulled both sides, or he will pull both of them together. So that's why the word Sankarshana has been used here in this sloka. Swanamno Vyatpatti Darshan. So to show the meaning of his own name, that's what he is going to do, because if he has aprithak bhav, he does not discriminate between Brajvasis and Mathuravasis. So then he has to demonstrate this now, how he is also equal to the Mathuravasis. So that's why the word Sankarshana has been used here. And then instead of giving respect to Nanda Maharaj by bowing down, they embraced him. Parisajya. So Parisvajya idam uchatu. So why is Parisvajya? Why embrace? He said Praname avasar aprapte riti bhava. Says they did not get the opportunity to bow down to him. They wanted to bow down, which was custom, every day they would bow down to him. But now when they came, they did not get this opportunity. Why is that? He explains that. Tadavsara aprapti abhav karanat. Atastayoratra parisvanga karmatvenaiva parisanga kartritvam abhutiti buddhyate. So what happened is that they came and they wanted to bow down to him, but before they could do that, then Nanda Maharaj, he embraced them. He had his both arms spread out and he caught hold of them and pulled them to his chest and embraced them, because he was waiting for them. So therefore,
the line there.
what?
Tat avsara prapti abhavascha tayo darshan matrena eva vajuro papyam.
Okay, I don't have it here. Maybe
Shall I read it?
Yeah.
Tat avsara prapti abhavascha tayo darshan matrena eva गर्भलोपाभ्याम विधाभ्याम श्री नंदेन आनंद समुद्र निमग्नेन युगपद एव उद्धृत्य अति विस्तीरेण स्ववक्षसि तयोः द्वयोः एव धारणात्.
Yeah, this is missing here. So what he is saying is that Why is that they did not get the opportunity to bow down? He says that when they came, then Nanda Maharaj, who had his arms spread and long, strong arms, so he caught them and he embraced them. So therefore they did not get the chance. But now the problem here is that the sloka says that parisvajya idam uchatu, that they embraced him. And the commentator says that he embraced them. So if he embraced them, then he is the karta, he is the doer of the embracing, and they are the object of his embrace. If they embrace him, then they are the agent of embracing, and he is the object. So he says that although it is the karma, that's what he says, atas tayoratra parisvanga karmatvenaiva parisanga kartritvam abhut iti buddhyate. He says, although they are the object of embrace, they became the agent of embrace. It is to be understood. He's trying to basically explain the sloka, and for that he took the idea why they did not give respect to him. You could have avoided it, then he doesn't have to bring all this. So because he is saying why they did not bow down to him, so he has to do this little extra exercise, that parisanga karmatvenaiva parisanga kartritvam abhut. In other words, that he embraced them, but then they became the agent of embrace. Uchatu iti, and then they spoke. So uchu uchatu means they both spoke. Uvachu uchatu uchu. Tadanantram upavishte vrajraje tad asan madhyasya tad bhuja slishtau evatau samprashna uttar vritta bahuvrittanta kathanantaramiva savinayam santa sankocham yadav janata uparodha agyapan purvakam sasvasham sashantvanam uchatu. So he says that after, this is commentator adding now something extra which you can imagine. Obviously it has to be like that. That they came, then suddenly they are not going to tell him you go to Vraja. They came and they told whatever happened, because a lot of things were happening. So that's what he's saying. That they came and sat down, and Vrajraj was still holding them in their arms, left, right, two of them. And then there were questions and answers while still sitting in that state of embrace. So he must be asking question to them, what happened, or where were you, how did you spend the time, and they're explaining. And obviously, is there any difficulty? Because only one night has passed. This is not after Ugrasena becomes king and all that. But in one day many things happened. So this samprashna uttara vritta bahuvrittant kathananta. So after a question answer and long talk, now they come to the main subject. So savinayam santaha sankocham. So in great humility and with great apprehension, Yadav Janata Uparodha Gyapana Purvakam, and by informing Nanda Maharaj that this is the request of the Yadavas, then with great confidence and consolation to Nanda Maharaj, they speak the following. So that is the tough statement. So what they are saying is, Pitara yuvabhyam snigdhabhyam poshitau lalitau bhrisham pitrorabhyatika pritir atmajeshvatmanopi. So he said that, dear father, both of you, Mother Yashoda and you, have showered your affection on us and nourished us and took care of us. And your love for us is more than any parents. Priti Atmajeshvapi Atmanopi. You loved us more than your own self. So much love that you showered on us. So interestingly, Vishwanath Chakravarti says that although the sloka previously said that they both spoke, but it is Balram who is speaking this. He says, Pratham Jyeshthatvad Baladeva Ahadvabhyam. He says because Balram is senior, so he speaks the next two verses, this and the next one. And he says, Hey Pitar, O dear father, Yuvabhyam Mata Pitribhyam Yashoda Nanda Sangyabhyam Ityartha. That by you, mother and father, which means by Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, you have taken care of us very lovingly, affectionately, and in a very dear manner. Etaccha yuktam evetya. And this is certainly proper. Why? Because parents, they love their children. Atmano dehadapi atmajeshvabhyadika priti syadeva. So, the priti of parents in their children is more than priti or love for their own self. Poshitau lalitau iti atra dvivachnena mitra putra krishne cha koti prana priyatam krishnam bhratram cha vinatra puriyam parichitayam devki vasudevayoh pitror grihe maya sthatum na shakyate iti anadyotita. And when he is saying that you took care of us, he is using dual case. So he is saying about himself and also about Krishna. So why is saying dual case? Because as far as Nanda Maharaj is concerned, he knows that Balaram is son of Vasudeva and Krishna is son of Nanda Maharaj. So because Krishna is his son, he will take care of him anyway. But he took care of Balaram also, so he can speak on his own part that although I am not your son, but still you treated me more than your son. Could have said like that. But he is involving both of them. So the dual here says that not only Krishna, but I, who is son of your friend, you took care of both of us. And now the problem is that because we are together, Krishna is million times more dear to me than my own life. Koti prana piryatamam Krishnam bhratram. He is my brother. I cannot live without him. So if I have to live with my father, Krishna has to be with me. You cannot take him with you, otherwise I will die. Or I have to come with you. But you cannot separate us. This is the meaning behind the dual case. You see the importance of dual case? If this dual case was not there, what will you do? You'll only use plural. But plural can mean anything. So, the dual of Sanskrit has its fulfillment here. It has become successful. So therefore he says, Poshitau Lalitau Bhrisham. That Bhrisham means very intensely, very carefully, very lovingly. You have taken care of us, you have brought us up, you have played with us affectionately. So now, Krishna, I cannot live without him. Krishnam bhrataram cha guna atra puryam aparichitayam devaki vasudevyo pitra grahe maya sthatum na shakyate. He says he is my brother and this city is unknown to me because I never lived here. I have lived in Braja and I have lived with my brother all the time. And my parents are Vasudeva and Devaki. So now I cannot live with them in the unknown place without my dearmost brother Sri Krishna. So this is what he has indirectly indicated by using dual case Palitau Lalitau Bhrisham. So in other words, he is indicating that I am going to stay here with my parents, obviously, because how can I leave my parents? But Krishna has to be with me. Means you have to sacrifice him. So he is asking for a very big sacrifice. So this is the most amazing niti. It's unbelievable. Sapita sacha janni yau pushnitam saputravat shishu bandhu bhirit srishtan akalpai posha rakshane. He is the father, she is the mother who have taken care of a child just like their own son, who have been abandoned by their parents because they were unable to take care of them due to circumstances. They were unable to protect. In other words, you are my father actually. And Yashoda is my mother, although Rohini was also there. But you are the one who have taken care of us. Nanu bho balbhadra satyameva tvam vasudevasya manmitrasya eva orasah putrosi. So Nanda Maharaj as if is saying that, O Balbhadra, it is true that you are the son of my friend Vasudeva. Sacha vipan mukti chirat praptam saputram tvam katham tyaktum prabhishyati. And I can understand that now when he has become free from his trouble, how can he give you up his son? Tvam samprati svapituhu tasyeva grihe tishta. So you please stay with your father in his house. Avam tu tvad vicheda vidirna swahridiyam vivekashali apidhaya kathanchi jivishyam. But we, which means I and Krishna, or I and Yashoda, somehow we are going to put our heart together, which will be torn due to separation from you. So we will glue it with the stone of Vivek. Viveka Shalya Pidhaya. Our heart will shatter, but somehow will, हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, हृदय पे पत्थर रख के. The saying like that, to put a stone on your heart means to do something which is very heartless act. So it is a very heartless act for me to leave you here, but what can I do? You are son of my friend, so I have to do that. Na tu vasudevasya sakhyu dukham drashtum pravhishyamo. We will not be able to see the pain of our friend Vasudeva. Yata avam tav poshakau eva pitraviti. Because ultimately we are only your nourishing parents, not one who have given birth. Chetatra saiti. So if he says like this, then he says, no, no, you are my father. Tesham shishunam saeva pita saeva janani na tu adhan kartape pita svakukshav dhritvatuyepa janani. The father, he is the father and she is the mother who takes care of the children, not the one who impregnates and who gives birth. Tabhyam utsrishtanam shishunam yadi prana niryaspada tada kesham tau pitro bhishyatam. Atah shishubhirapi viveki bhi poshakau eva pitrovati. Because those children who are abandoned by the parents who have given birth to them, if they die, then how they will be known as parents anymore? So they are known as parents only because you have taken care of us, otherwise you would have been dead. So you are actually our father. And he says those children who have this discrimination, this understanding, they will consider the father and mother who have taken care as the father and mother. Tabhyam api sakashad bahumaniyo ato maya natra sthathavyam. Yadi swayam brahmapi agatya vadet tenapi mamayam hato nasthiliyantum shakya. So he says, because this is the case, therefore, although I am greatly respected by my parents, but I cannot stay here. Even if Brahma comes and tells me that you should leave Mathura and go to Braj, you should stay in Mathura and don't go to Braj, I will not do that. I will come with you because you are my father. So he cannot change my mind, even Brahma cannot change. Hanta hanta pitu tav sange Krishna vrajam gatva sukhena khelishyati aham tu Krishna vichedad avidagdho mathurayam sthasyamiti sarvatha. Alas, alas, O Father, how it is that Krishna will go to Braj and play with you, my father, and be happy there, and I will remain here in Mathura in separation from him, burning in separation. So I will not stay in Mathura. Sarvatha eva na bhavet. This is not possible. Tasmad bho pitaram aham shapatam eva idam bruve yadi Krishno mam hitva tvat sangena vrajam yashyati tada me pranaha sadya eva yashyanti iti svabhipraya dhyotita. So what is the significance? What is it? Why is he saying it? So this is called reverse psychology. He's not saying I will stay here. He's saying I will come with you because I cannot live without Krishna. So he says, therefore, my father, I promise this to you, that if Krishna goes with you, leaving me behind, then I will not survive. So now you have a choice. So it is, he has built it in such a way that it is Nanda Maharaj who has to decide. So the point is that Krishna and Balaram, they cannot be separated. So either they both have to go back to Vraja or they both have to stay in Mathura. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda and all the Vrajavasis, they will prefer that they both stay, they both come back to Vraja. But then Nanda Maharaj think, what will happen to Vasudeva and Devaki? So how can I be so ungrateful? So now he has to decide what he wants to do. Do you want to be selfish and take us with you and forget about Vasudeva and Devaki, or you are empathetic towards them and leave both of us here? It's a tough decision. But this decision Nanda Maharaj is not taking. They will tell him, but this is the ground. This is the groundwork. So now in the next sloka, because these two slokas are spoken by Balaram, that's what he said. And the next one is spoken by Krishna, where he says that you go. So that's a little tough sloka, we'll read that tomorrow. How can Krishna say like this to Nanda Maharaj, go? This is unimaginable. Okay, any question? Sandeep.
So all these relatives that are mentioned that they had run away from fear of Kamsa to different places, all of them were cowherd people or some were like Kshatriyas also, cowherd people?
You're saying cowherd or coward?
Cowherd.
I'm just joking. Because they ran away.
No, they can't be cowherd like that.
No, they are all Kshatriyas. They're all Yadavas. They're not cowherd people.
Only Nanda was like you told that like Nanda and Vasudeva also they had their family lineage one, great grandfather was one.
Yeah.
So only this Mathura people were these
Kshatriyas.
Kshatriyas. Rest is
Cow.
non-local were coward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tanmaji.
Babaji, I'm thinking of Vasudeva and Devaki's point of view. How did they not see that this would be so difficult for Nanda and Yashoda? I mean, they could have said, no, Krishna should go back.
But Krishna is the one who doesn't want to go back. And Krishna is their son. I mean, it is you who are thinking that Krishna is Nanda Maharaj's son. Krishna is son of Vasudeva. He was born to Devaki. The word Devaki Sutta was used. Why should they send their sons to him?
They should be grateful at least that, okay.
No, they can be grateful. That doesn't mean they give up their sons.
Maybe they would have sent them for a vacation or something. They brought in Nanda and Yashoda to their homes. I mean, I don't see how they let it go on. Where they never saw each other again.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it is plan of Krishna. Krishna is the one who will tell that you should go, I will come back. He did not say that he will not come back. He said, I will come back. So Vasudeva and Devaki will also say the same thing. Yeah, I will settle things here, then I'll go back. And of course, why should Vasudeva and Devaki press for it? He's their son. They want to be with the son. Okay. Anything else?
It seems pretty cruel to me, Babaji.
Pretty what? Yeah.
It seems pretty cruel to me.
It is very heartbreaking. With this I agree. It's very, very heartbreaking. When you actually think of it. How could he do this?